All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. May Lakshmi and Dhanvantari bless us with their nectar of immortality. So you asked, what is most important to observe in meditation? And does it need a lot of practice? I replied that the first important consideration is to be clear about one's motivation and the goal for the meditation. You replied that you would like to open your third eye and also the other chakras in order to get good intuition and a positive perception. So generally it can be said that the reason for your meditation comes under the category of thirst for material perfections, namely the third level, which is called Siddhi. This is not a motivation which is directly related to one's eternal nature or transcendental soul nature. When viewed from the perspective of the Sri Chakra or Sri Vidya, the knowledge of the supercosmic yantra, which summarizes all creation from the point of the impersonal spiritual substance down to the physical realm. The 10 yogic perfections are found in the first avarana, meaning the first covering, which is again divided into 3. So it is in the first outer wall and the very beginning of Sri Chakra meditation. So even though the siddhis or mystical perfections and improvements of the body and subtle energy system are not a transcendental destination motivation, it may be a natural desire and a useful process to some extent to clear the system, but nevertheless the question remains, what will one do with these obtained improvements or capabilities? For what end will one use it? This again brings us to another consideration, namely the one of the 3 principal tendencies of the living entity: exploitation, renunciation, and dedication. Material life is based on the principle of exploitation and renunciation, 2 functions of the mind, rag and dvesh, meaning attraction and apprehension, like and dislike, both of them being a cause of binding to the various layers of material existence or superimposed designations upon the living entity, upon the true loving spiritual nature of the living entity. So the solution, even when working with any material desires or energies or problems, is to bear in mind who is the real owner of the energies, be them physical, gross physical, subtle energies, or different energies on the 9 levels of material existence. Who do they belong to, and in whose service should they be used? Then, understanding that they are not our own energies or our own capabilities, it becomes very clear that the third principle, dedication, is the only solution, actually the only reality, and therefore the only truth that will set us free. So what I would recommend in your case and in any other case is to offer the respective energies which are of interest to a certain person or which create a problem in the life of a certain person to their real eternal owner. This can be done by mantra meditation and little offerings and a conscious living. Therefore, each category of Shaktis or energies can be connected in one mantra to a specific incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore reconnecting her with her rightful owner and controller, thereby liberating the living entity from the binding tendencies of exploitation and renunciation, or in other words, the desire for bhukti, sense enjoyment, or mukti, liberation. Which brings us back to the original question, the original motivation of clearing and opening the chakras for better perception, which falls under the category of bhukti or sense enjoyment, namely, specifically, more precisely, the category of siddhi lalasa, the desire for perfections, which ultimately is sense enjoyment, but these capabilities can be used in service when the energies are dedicated to their rightful master, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, I would suggest to find the desired energies in the Khadgamala Stotram, the Shri Yantra, the geometry of the cosmic, supercosmic yantra, and do a practice of offering them to their rightful master, and thereby automatically the chakras functions, the desired functions, will be liberated, activated, harmonized in the most excellent way.
I hope this helps and is clear enough. If not, you are most welcome to ask any questions. All glories to the Supreme Divine Healers, Shri Amrita Dhanvantari. May the OM-Love be with us.